Are you going to buy a pair of shoes online? I'm not, because I want to know how they feel before I walk out the store. I'll go right on ahead. This is my friend Jeff. I've known Jeff for 38 years. He did that. There's no soul in those things.
Does everyone around here surf? Like,
pretty much. Everybody here does. It is absolutely one of the best things I've ever done in my life. This is relaxing for me, actually. I really enjoy doing this. My name's Tim Olafsen. I'm a local surfboard shaper in Redondo Beach. This is my workshop. I started shaping when I lived in Northern California. I lived in a small town and I didn't really find any of the shapers around there that I clicked with. So I decided to shape my own stuff. And I bought a shaping video, watched it about 500 times in a row, and started shaping my own boards. Wow. This picture right here is one of my first ones. That's when I decided that I would start shaping my own boards. It was right around 94. I was doing it for myself, and then someone, where'd you get that board? I said, well, I made it. Oh, can you make me one? So that kind of built up from there. Why would somebody want a custom board rather than a mass-produced board? When you purchase a mass-produced board, you're going to get the lowest common denominator that appeals to everybody, quote unquote. You're not going to get a board that it's going to surf the way you surf. You're going to get a board that surfs the way whoever designed it surfs. I know this is a hackneyed, stereotypical comment, but there's no soul in those things. That's where people like me come in. I will tailor a board to however you like, what your surfing ability is, where you surf, and we'll try our best to make it happen for you. This is a board for a gentleman by the name of Ben. His girlfriend commissioned it for a birthday present. This will be tailored to his particular style of surfing as much as I possibly can. I know how much he weighs, where he surfs, how tall he is, all that. That's all taken into consideration in what I'm building this for.
so it looks like Tim is getting to know the foam right now. He's becoming friends with it.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
All this is going to be gone. While he's feeling it out, he's
Just
getting to know,
there's no lumps.
getting a bond with the board.
I'm friends with all of the boards I shape.
Exactly.
And that's what makes them special, right?
Yeah, a lot of board shapers. You gotta get to know the project you're working with, and then you carve it up and make a nice board out of it, making it better than it was now.
I think we're ready.
Yep.
Shaping a surfboard is a very tactile process. You need to look, you need to feel. You know, you want to know where the lumps in the rails are. There's a lot of stuff that you want to feel about. Like when you go to buy a surfboard. If you've been surfing a while, say you want to buy a board off the rack, what's the first thing you do? Besides look at it, you pick it up and you feel it. You run your hands along the rail, see how the rail feels. You hold it, put it under your arm, see how it feels under your arm. Every little nuance of the shape affects how the water flows. But, the board this size will probably take me about, 4 hours. Painting is probably another 3 or 4 hours. We'll pull one of these out. I'll show you. This is an example of one of my paint jobs. This is part of my logo. I have various iterations of it. This is another one. Same symbol, different design. I incorporated the Nordic runes in this one. That says Olafsen shaping in Old Norse. Okay, my logo is an old Icelandic compass. It's called a Vegvisir. It loosely translates into wayfinder. It's a directional compass, and a lot of people believe it to be a moral compass as well.
Oh, wow.
I was looking for something that resonated with me. My background is Norwegian, and I wanted something Nordic to reflect that. And when I got into reading about Iceland and how Iceland being as isolated as it is, their modern language is as close to Old Norse as it gets in the modern world. And that kind of went, oh, that's cool. And then I was looking at their symbology, and I ran across this, which is the Vegvisir. And I read what it meant, and that resonated with me, because they would carve it on the bowsprits of their longboats, next to their dragon heads and all of that. And I placed these on probably 90% of my boards at a spot where when you're paddling, you're looking straight down at that, so you can always figure out where your sweet spot is from that.
So it's a compass.
It is. It's a compass. There you go. You'll know where you're at.
Very cool.
And it'll always bring you home. This symbol is probably about 1,200 years old.
Wow. That's so cool.
When I was 19, just graduated high school, I was living in my girlfriend's garage, and my uncle called me up and said, hey, if you move to Wisconsin, I'll teach you how to frame houses. And he was just starting his own company right at that time. So my girlfriend and I packed up and moved to Wisconsin for 3 years. And when it got too freaking cold, we left.
Okay.
He was paying me big at the time. I was making $2 an hour. Which was a lot of money in 1968. So anyway, that's how I got into construction. And I liked it. But I came home, and it was all fun in the sun and money too, you know. I didn't have to be in an office. I got to work in shorts and a t-shirt, you know, outside all day long. Got off when it was raining. And in those days, there was so much work that anybody, if ever, got fired. If ever, you know, it was like you could surf for the day, and there were so few people qualified to do the work, and there was so much work that you could just slough off a day and you wouldn't get fired. Nowadays, it's not like that.
Interesting.
Like I said, fun in the sun. And There's one of my projects right there. Actually, there's two of these. Couple of aerial views. This one's in Brentwood. That's in Brentwood. And that one was in Palisades.
Oh,
I retired about 3 years ago.
okay. I see.
Like I said, I'm 73, and you can't keep your bags on at 70 years old and be effective.
Look who popped in.
Huh?
I can't, you know me. I can't stay away from a camera, man.
I'll go right on ahead. This is my friend Jeff. I've known Jeff for 38 years. Good man.
Is this for me?
No,
Oh, well,
this is for Ben.
it could be for me.
It could be, but it's not. No, this one's for Ben. This is that birthday board I told you about.
Were you guys talking about your construction days?
Briefly, yes.
Yeah, I thought I heard that. Yeah, Tim was my old boss in construction for quite a while.
Back in the day.
Yeah. We did a job in, remember that job in Oso Parkway?
Yeah.
And I would show up, I think I was 22 or 23, and I would show up and you would say, "Too bad you don't surf, kid, because if you did, you wouldn't have to work today."
That's right.
And then,
We had the 4 foot rule. If it was 4 foot, we'd be out in the water.
Yeah.
Everybody but him on the.
Him
on
and
you and that blonde haired guy. That big blonde haired. What was his name?
I don't know. You had
didn't
Mike
surf.
with you most of the time, though.
Yeah, yeah.
So you and Mike would go surf.
Yeah.
I would roll out. Some days I would have the whole job to myself all day long, and they wouldn't even come back. So I was like, well, I guess I'll see him tomorrow morning.
Well, that's when we were surfing treasures all the time.
Yeah, it took me a long time, but I was like, I think I need to learn to surf.
And look at you now.
I probably could have been something had I not,
Yes.
not learned to surf, but
Nah. It's like all of us. I probably could have been something.
yeah. Well, I am. I'm a tattooer.
That's right.
Yeah.
And here I am.
A fine tattooer, if I must say so.
He
When I
is.
look at your arms,
I like that one.
that's like my favorite one, too.
It is. That's
Yeah.
my favorite one.
No bad days, man.
No bad days.
Yep.
That one ranks right up there with the Vegvasier. I like the Ravens. Those Ravens are
Yeah.
cool.
Looks like I'm going to go try to get some waves.
No bad days. Very cool. Really nice colors.
Yeah, I told him I wanted a wave in color, and he did that. He's done most of my stuff. My daughter drew this one. She drew that one. The only ones he didn't do are this one and this one. And I wish he'd have done both of those too. But he wasn't in the picture right at that point. He was funny how we got reconnected after so many years. I was walking into the banks and I was walking out and he was walking in. I'm like, "Jeff?" He's like, "Tim?" I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck? How you doing?" "I'm doing good. How about yourself?"
And this was in Orange County, or it was?
No, this is right after that last job. The recession hit, and I had to lay everybody off. And he was one of the ones I laid everybody off. And I went and told myself, you know what? I'm actually kind of tired of being a contractor. I'm gonna go work for somebody else. Let them deal with all the bullshit. And I don't know, just a series of events, and I didn't really care for it. I'm a carpenter. I'm not a businessman.
Oh,
Give me a set of plans. I'll build you anything you want. It'll come out exactly what you want. But have me deal with the minutia of paying your taxes and filing this and doing that. You should learn how to surf.
yeah, I should.
Yes, you should. If you get into it seriously, it alters your lifestyle. You get into the lifestyle. It's one of the. It is absolutely one of the best things I've ever done in my life is to learn how to surf. And I'm so very, very, very glad I did. It has defined how I lived my life. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I can see
It has
that.
seriously defined how I live my life. And there's really no better feeling in the world than when you catch a wave and you know it's going to be a good wave. They're all good waves, but when you know you got a good wave, you're all like, yeah. And when, 'cause, you know, really, it seems kind of silly because it's seconds. I mean, a long wave is 10 seconds long. That's a long wave. Usually it's like 3 to 4 seconds, and you're like, whoa, okay, that was fun. It's funny if you think about it. I mean, it defines your lifestyle to get that 3 or 4 seconds of fun.
Right.
But there's no other feeling like it. You know, it's like there's just no other feeling like it. And the lengths you'll go to get those few seconds, you know, it's like, damn, you did that for that? Yes, I did. This is one of the biggest waves I've ever surfed. Was that one. That was in Hawaii. That's me right there. I think if you really want to experience the full aspect of being a surfer, everybody should shape your own board at least once.
Really?
Yeah. Or have a hand in it, you know, like I'm doing this, maybe I stand here and show you, okay, we'll do this for this reason, go for it, and you do it. That's a good string, I like that one. This is relaxing for me, actually. I truly enjoy doing this. I'm going to shape you a board. I'd like to meet you face to face and go over the details and see if we're going to be good with each other on because this is a personal thing. You know, this board you're going to last for a long time, hopefully. And they're not cheap. You want to make sure that this is the right one for you.